Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're playing our first ever Android game on this channel, and why? Well, I will explain why in the main video, but I'm so pleased to get this working. We are playing a game called Gem Miner Dig Deeper, and this is a great game. This is a game that used to be my toilet break game before Candy Crush and stuff like that. I played this over a decade ago and it was friggin' awesome. I don't own an Android phone, but the Android is a brilliant system that actually allows you to play on the PC. Use something called LDPlayer that you may or may not have heard of. And you know what? We'll be giving it a spin, we'll be giving it a go. However, the install instructions on how to get this up and running are here on the screen for you right now. Take a screenshot, they're going to be on the bottom text within the YouTube comments as well, but this is exactly how you do it. And take note of point 2, that your username is your user directory that you need to change for yourself. So why are we doing this? Well, this game I have not been able to play for years and years and years, because I've been an iPhone man. You know, I've gone across to the cult of Steve Jobs, the cult of Tim Cook, whatever you choose to call it. So I've had no way to play this. This is one of the great games that never came out on that system. I knew we could do effectively emulation, you know, we could do stuff on the PC. I think BlueStacks Player was one you could use, but it's always been a little bit complicated in my view to set up. But I found LDPlayer and oh my god, it was so easy to do. The instructions I've given you actually help you install version 4 of the player. You need version 4 for my instructions. They remove the bloatware and they remove effectively the horrible front end it gives you, and you get a nice front end, you know, that's going to resemble something from an Android system. So before we go any further, let me actually show you that. So I'm hitting escape here, and this is the Android system. Look, you know, we can click here and we can bring up all your usual Android apps. I've got Gem Miner Dig Deeper, and I've actually got the sequel here as well that's actually installed. You can configure Android as you normally would. So where is it? Is it up here? We click on things, there we go. That we can go across to that, we can go to settings, cellular data is turned off, but you know, we've got everything that you would expect, and it actually works. It really does work. You simply drag the APK file, which you're going to have to do to put this front end onto the desktop, and bang, it installs and you can configure it. Anyway, I'm using the mouse to control my finger here, for want of a better word, and we're going straight back into the game. And this game is going to look not brilliant in terms of, you know, they're old graphics, but this is a retro channel, you know. And why are we playing this as well? We're playing this because as we move forward, as we do different systems, I want to see what I can emulate, what I can't emulate, what works, what doesn't work. You know, we've seen Dreamcast, we've seen GameCube, we've seen the Dolphin. I think we've done an N64 game. We're now doing an Android game as well, because there's lots of great games on lots of different systems, and I'm looking in the near future to build the ultimate gaming PC so that I can have a launchbox front end for when we do live streams. And this is where my mind is at the moment. When we hit 1k subs, please like, share, subscribe, and sub if you're not subbed. If you are already subbed, thank you very much. But no, when we build these big PCs that we're getting, we're going to be in a situation where you can have as much emulation available to our fingertips as we actually want. Anyway, I've gone on a lot, and I want to show you this game, and I'm going to show you the very basics of this game, and I'm going to give you a challenge. This isn't going to be a long video, so we're going to click on main game here. The menu, by the way, was always messed up. This game came out probably about 13 years ago, maybe more than that, and you know, as Android evolved, you know, this is effectively the paid for version. I did pay for this. Oh, and here's an interesting thing. I had this set up on my PC, and in a window on the main PC, I went into my Google store that I had, the Play Store, and I saw that I'd already paid for this because I bought this and I bought the original game, and I was able to install on a different device, and it recognized LDPlayer that I had running on the system as a Galaxy tablet, and the game just literally installed on it, and it worked as it should, like a dream. Anyway, the objective of this is to collect gold and explore the mine, but I don't play it that way. I give myself a challenge. So we're going to go to main game and ignore slot 3 for a moment. We're going to go to new game and we're going to choose extreme. So here we are. Warning: if you die in extreme mode, your save game will be deleted. No second chances. If you run out of stamina or get stuck, you can still be rescued from the mine as normal, but if you fall too far or get crushed, your game will end permanently. And you're this miner, so I'm using the cursor keys to control him, and I'm going to go all the way to the left, and then we're going to go all the way to the right, because I want to show you something first of all. So that tent we'll ignore, we'll talk about those in a moment. And going right is set to auto dig, so whenever I hit a wall, it breaks that wall. These grey blocks underneath I can't break, or at least I can't break for the moment. Or could I break them? No, we could never break them. We could never break those. So we essentially keep moving this way, and this way, and you'll see the green bar at the top. That is my health going down. I have to get to the tent before I run out of health. So we're going to run all the way back left to the tent. So run. Yeah, these are updated graphics. This game, and you see I hit the tent and it fills the health bar. This game does have a way to use old graphics on it, but we're not going to bother about those, because under options you can basically use the original graphics. But no, these are a little bit nicer. We have a store, and that's important. You can buy things. So tent, notice the up arrow. Store, notice the up arrow. I'm going to hit up to go into the store. So these are items that you can buy. So I currently own 10. We can buy supports, we can buy ladders, we can buy lanterns, which increases what you can actually see. We can buy a bag, which gives you more storage. We can increase the pickaxes that we've got. A sleeping bag, now I think that was rest to get your air back. I can't remember. We can buy lifts of different lengths, chargers to blow things up, survival kits, and different drills, beacons, saws, lift upgrades, walkways, and lots of different things. But that's not important for what we're doing here. So I'm going to hit return here, and we're going to go here, and when you go up, you say, do you want to save your game? And you do save. So if we do save now, we're going to hit escape to go back to the main menu. Are you sure we want to quit? Yes, we want to quit. We're going to, let's see, hit escape again, and then we're going to go to slot 1, and then we click on map, and you can see what we've done. We have been all the way to the left, we have been all the way to the right, and this game is extremely challenging. And why did I call it my toilet break game in the past? Because you can give yourself a challenge, and this challenge, if we come out of where we are for the moment, do we want to quit? Yes we do. And we're going to load slot 3, and we're going to have a look at the map here. And what you do for the challenge is you basically try and give yourself an empty space 100% above you. So you can keep this top row here. That's absolutely fine, because on this block you can never get rid of that block. So the rules are you're allowed a row of dirt here all the way across to the right. However, everything else has got to be 100% clear, and it ends up a challenging puzzle game, because as these blocks fall, they end up stuck a little bit. So you've got to use ladders to get around. I fucked this bit up. Yes, I can probably recover it, but earlier on in the game you haven't got much weapons, you haven't got much more ladders and things like that. So let's go back to the main game, and we are going to quit the game, and yes, we want to quit, and we're going to start a new game here. Are you sure you wish to delete? Actually, yeah, we can do delete. I held down the click button for too long, so it says, do you want to delete it? And I said yes. Alright, so we go all the way to the left, and this is where we start playing this on the channel, all the way to the right. Now, you may never play this game, but what I'm showing you here is not so much the game, although you are seeing the game, you're also seeing the Android emulator, you're seeing LDPlayer, the logo above me, run perfectly. And to re-emphasize, this is version 4 that we've installed. The instructions I've given you to remove the bloatware, remove everything, are for version 4 only. To do everything I showed you on that screenshot, and let me quickly remind you what that was. This screenshot here, everything that you saw here, that took me, I was up and running within 10 minutes or so, and we were absolutely there. So you too can do this if you want to. So back to here, we're going to play. So we're knocking away all of these, and the first thing we've got to do is worry about the air. So as soon as we get to the one on the right hand side, boom, we're going to go running back. And as I say, the rules are you have to clear all the blocks effectively that are basically in front of you and below you, and it becomes a maze, it becomes a challenge with those grey blocks that you cannot get rid of. They get stuck and you've got to find ways around them. You've got to build ladders through them, and you've got to use the tools that are available to you, which we will show you in a moment's time. So we're going all the way over here to get some more health, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to dig down, because we might have a problem with the lift. So we now want to create a ladder because we're stuck. So if we go here, use item, and then we can go up, go here, use item, and look, this counts, goes down. But that's absolutely fine because we can spend some money to get some more things. So we're heading all the way to the right again. If we bring up the map, you will see, this is the first challenge. Look at this little block here. So if I dig down, what's going to be under this? This block's going to be in the way. If we've got some grey underneath here, we are absolutely stuck. So dig down, and that's okay. And look at this. What is this here? The coal underneath is points, but we don't want that just yet. We want to get past this grey block that you see here. So look, I'm knocking that, and the floor starts to shake. You could see the shaking going on, and those blocks fall down. And this is where the puzzle starts, because this is a big game. So we can't effectively go right anymore, because that's now a dead end. We've got to come along these blocks to get it, although we can dig down, but we need to do it in a nice order to keep the challenge going. And remember, any death and it's game over, everything is deleted. You can put hours and hours into this bloody game and then lose it all on a simple mistake. So what I'm doing now is I'm heading back, and I'm basically just clearing what's in front of me step by step, bit by bit. So what have we got here? Can we let that drop? We might be able to let that drop. So we are gonna, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go back and we're gonna tunnel under it and hope it's okay. But at times there's mine shafts, so you can do this digging and end up with a fucking shaft that you fall down, and all kinds of bad shit happens. But there's a little trick you can use as well. So if we go to this one, and while it's falling, I'm going to go into my inventory and I'm going to use a support. What it does is it actually puts a support there for you, so you can put these blocks that are above you secure, so these aren't going to fall anymore and bother me. And this is how you build your mine. This is how you get through the mine. Build up, sorry, knock up, and now I've got a problem because this block here is in the way. So essentially we go here, we go use item, and we go up. And I'm going to keep digging this way, and I've got some coal, so I can sell my coal. There is many other things you can get here, and we're going to go up, I'm going to go into the lift, and we're going to run all the way to there. Boom, that is done. So we're just going to finish doing this little side just for a little bit of visibility of we've actually achieved something and we've actually done something. So if we click on the map, we've got these bits of coal to do there. We could go down, but that might cause us a problem. So your safest bet is to actually put a ladder here. So we're going to go here, and we've got a few ladders to use for the moment. Use item, we can go up, and now we go over that block, and we don't worry about that for the moment. So go back on the map, and we've basically got that block here to kill, and then we are hopefully in a good place. So ladder. Now I've spent a lot of time describing this because this is such a simple game, but it is hugely overlooked. It never had the visibility of other great games that are out during the time, but it is a true absolute mind bender. And now what we see is we've got a great row that we can clear here. So if we go back, we don't want to run out of air, but we might be all right, but we can't be certain. So we're gonna, in fact, let's risk it. We're gonna use the ladder. Boom, that ladder is up there. And let's have a quick look on the map again. Did I fuck it up? Yeah, I still got that bit of coal here. Alright, so we got two tricks we can do. We are gonna go down, not coal. I didn't mean coal, I meant boulder. If I spend too long dilly-dallying, that rock will fall and kill me. Alright, so we've got that there, and we should have a safe run. We're going to let these boulders fall because we know we can go all the way to the left, and you can hear them crashing, you can hear them breaking in the background. You didn't see them fall, but trust me, they fell. They absolutely fell. And our backpack is full. Right, and when your backpack is full, anything extra you collect, you don't get. So that last bit of coal, we didn't get. So we're going to use the ladder, we're going to go up here, and go here, and then up, and I accidentally fucking hit the top one. And this is going to really annoy the bejesus out of me. So, you know, my OCD has basically broken that block, which I'm now pissed off about. But you can see us slowly building these, getting rid of these things, and you can get saws to recover ladders and things like that. But yeah, this is a great game. So we're just going to have a little bit look on the let me see, on the mine shaft here. We're going to go down here just to explore a little bit more, to show you how it builds up. And let's head all the way to the left and the right, I think, just for a moment, as far as it will let us go. So let's go left. Well, we've got to stop there, and let's go right, and we've got to stop here. So, you know, we end up having to navigate all of this. You can buy long lifts, and the lifts automatically dig their way through. And why am I talking so enthusiastically about this? Because I spent friggin' hours on this game, and it is beyond a joy to now be playing this exactly as it should be on the PC. But I mentioned about the graphics very quickly, so what we're going to do is we are going to save, okay, and we will exit the game. Yes, we want to exit, and we are going to go back, hit escape to go back, go to options, and we'll put the original graphics on. Main game. Oh, okay, that didn't change much at all, because I actually do think the graphics were a little bit more wiry than that. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're actually going to drop out the emulator. So we're hitting escape. Yes, we want to quit. We're going back. Go back into options. Yeah, the original graphics are there. Alright, go back, and we're now back here. So we're going to go back into the game, and we're going to do the main game. Okay, you know what? Quit. Let's delete our save. Delete. New game. Let's do free play. No tutorial. Yeah. Okay, well, it's not. Maybe the graphics. I'm sure the graphics are a little bit more bent than this in terms of raggedy, not symmetric, you know, a little bit more wonky. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is great fun. So let's drop out of here though, because we're not going to play this anymore. And there's a little Brucey bonus. If you like this game, the sequel that I also purchased with my money, if we go to Expeditions. No, go back. If we go to free play, because I've owned the original game, if I hit classic and we do a new game here, let's do extreme again, back where we were, just say okay, skip all the way through this. Look at this. This now looks very different again. So this is exactly the same game that you have just seen us play, but a little bit different, you know, in terms of the graphics, the aesthetics, and everything else like that. And yeah, let's do a bit of fun. Let's go down. Let's call some difficulty. Yes, we've got coal. We know this. We've seen this before. Say okay. And we're just going to dig down and down and down. This is a huge game. Down, 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 down. And look at this. The ground is a lot harder to break now. It takes longer. And look at my health. And when you look at the map, as I said, you know, we now scroll upwards. So, you know, we were looking to clear all of this and basically have a big empty void space. And the rules are you are not allowed any of these bits of dirt. You've got to clear all the dirt, which means all these rocks are going to be suspended either by poles or, you know, they're going to be on top of each other. So if we clear both of those would just stack and fall. Anyway, that's a bit of fun there. Let's go back and let's drop back out. Yes, we want to quit, and we want to quit again. Yes, lots of escape I'm doing. Click on quit. And as I say, this is the emulator. This is LDPlayer running on your PC. Saturday, February the 11th, when I did this, you know, so what you're seeing this effectively in, you know, 11 hours from now, 10 hours from now, by the time it's uploaded, if you choose to watch. And if you do, thank you very much. But no, I love the ability to play Android games. It's probably only going to be these two that I play too much on it, because you know what, these are from my past. These are things that I remembered, things that I remember enjoying when I was dropping off the children on my very long toilet breaks at work sometimes. And hey, we're not going to focus on my toilet breaks too much, but I wasted a lot of time on this game, and as I've never been able to play it till now because I moved to the iPhone and everything else like that. But think of this, the amount of games such a simple player like this opens up, and what you're actually running by the looks of things is you're running a virtual box, you're running a virtualization of the Android system. But how I show you to get rid of the bloatware, how I show you effectively on these instructions to do this, you know, you basically start LDPlayer 4 because it is version 4 you need to have, go to Android settings, about, click on the build number 7 times, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and it says developer options are now available. You then go to developer options and you turn on USB debugging because you have the options there, and developer options are under settings. You then basically look above developer options within settings because it's all on a screen that scrolls up and down, and root access you change to apps and ADB. It will only be set to apps. You then download the Rootless launcher, which I've got the URL on the screen there where I got mine from, and that's the file that I have. And with that file you literally drag it and you drop it on the desktop and it installs that launcher. You then go into settings and then you go to home, and now this is where you basically keep the environment that you're running. So you know, you can have the LDPlayer environment or you can have the Rootless launcher environment. Well, when you have Rootless launcher and you select that and you click on always, bang, you have what we loaded. So you know, as soon as we load up, as soon as you load up the emulator, you have this, and you know, it works 100%, you know, as it should do. You know, we can go to the Play Store here. You know, what else can we do? We can go to the browser here. So you know, we could say do www.gentlemanspixelclub.com. There we go. We can hit return on there and we can say okay, and I don't really update this anymore. You know, as I say, this was done really to support one member that had YouTube issues. In fact, the last time I probably did it was here for Ghostbusters, but then you would just simply click into the blog and you know, here we go, and then you click on that and that will play, might play, yeah, so that plays that video, and then we can do boom, and you are watching the real Ghostbusters on MAME with that gentleman. And look, he's wearing that shirt I had made of him with all his heads on there as well. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm trying to show you something a little bit different as we go on this journey here. All of you stay safe, all of you take care, and this looks really freaky how I'm looking at this here and this here, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Would you like to play again?